So Brian Bourgerie, nice to speak to everyone. I'll go quick because we don't have too much time, but I'll bring you through an investment platform that we set up and recently launched here at Invest Puerto Rico. The whole goal of the platform is to ease the flow of capital into the island of Puerto Rico, make it easier to find deals because there is a history of good investment opportunities on the island, but unless you're actually here and know specific people, and historically it's been hard to invest. So we launched a platform to help with that, and I'll run through things and see if I can do it fast enough to answer some questions. Otherwise, I'm always happy to connect afterwards. So you can find the platform just by navigating to investpr.org under business and PR, otherwise impeller.investpr.org. And someone's popping in. So, anyways, you can get to the platform here. And we also have some tutorial videos that we made walking you through what it's like to be an investor as well as an issuer if you want to list a deal. We won't go through the whole sign up process for time's sake, but I'll bring you to the basic structure of the site. So once you've signed up, which like I said, you can sign up as an investor, both individual or institutional or entity, as well as an issuer or both if you do both. We're open to any type of project. I mean, you see Fusion Farms on here, actually, who we just heard from. You can check them out along with all these other cool projects. We're open to any type of capital raise that has a Puerto Rico focus or nexus. So what we mean by that is it's domiciled in Puerto Rico, or companies are moving here, expanding, hiring, spending money, maybe setting up a headquarters here, things like that. So there needs to be that Puerto Rico connection. As you probably heard Michael talk about, Invest Puerto Rico is focused on bringing jobs and creating jobs on the island, as well as capital investment from outside the island. So you can see we already have a good handful of projects and deals listed across the board. We'll have more coming soon. Actually, we have a lot coming soon. We're kind of swamped with that, so that's a good problem to have. But the goal is just that you can come to one place to find investment opportunities in Puerto Rico. So to go through examples, you're going to find projects of many different types in different stages. Maybe some are later in the capital raises. Maybe some are startups and it's their first time raising. We also house funds as well. So if you're a small project, a huge mega project, or in this case, like, Z fund, Jose is on the call too, I believe, with the PROZ fund, all can be housed here. So just to take you through and show you kind of what it looks like. So you find a deal you like and you can jump in. All deals will have a similar template or structure so you can get used to things. Some of them you'll even be able to see, oh, it's a 506C. That's not scary. That's a very common exemption. Many people don't realize that Puerto Rico raises under the exact same capital laws as the rest of the United States under the SEC. So there's nothing foreign or scary in that regard. So what you'll see is all these every deal will have their offer details. The general synopsis will be on this main part here. You can drop in pitch decks. You can do all sorts of things right in this area. Videos if you have them, and a document section. So one thing I'll go over in the document section is you'll notice you can just click see an executive summary. Some of these will have locks on them. So that means there's some sort of hoop to jump through, so to speak, or a restriction. I just mixed up Spanish in there. And that's so you can put everything on the platform that an investor would need to see. So you don't have to spend a bunch of time emailing back and forth 100 times or hoping your documents aren't too big as an email attachment or anything like that. Everything's in one place. And you can have them restricted, everything from requiring someone to have an account. You can have them prove their accreditation or sign an NDA or just ask you for permission. So there's different restrictions there that you can have on the documents. Updates, obviously pretty straightforward. Just put in updates. That's loading slow, but one of the most important things is just to obviously keep investors or potential investors up to date on what's going on. So you can check out recent things. This is actually a picture from the launch of our platform a couple of weeks ago. I think I'm way there in the back. Q&A section where general questions can be asked, contact us. So that's all pretty straightforward. You'll also see on the left-hand side, kind of the steps for investment. And these could be different depending on the offering and the deal structure and things like that. But you'll see, okay, there's a 25K minimum. After I put how much I want to invest, just verify identity, accreditation status, sign documents. You can electronically sign them right on the platform, then the payment, which you can do all this through the platform. The other thing you can do, depending on how they're raising, if it is under an exemption that allows for solicitation, they'll have share options. So you can go ahead and share the deals with other people, have your own unique tracking code, things like that. So we try to put in a lot of the things that you'll need just to, again, ease that investment process and that experience for people, both on the issuer and the investor side. What I'll also show you is in this case, and once you've invested, you'll be able to see your portfolio and things like that. I haven't invested with this account, but you'll be able to track everything in here. The other thing you can do is create an issuer account, which I'm going to move to right now. And that's going to change things up a little bit. And you'll notice on the left-hand side that you can then start to, you can list an offering. And it's very easy to list an offering. Now, again, although this is trying to be open and accessible to as many people as possible, it is Puerto Rico focused. So if you're trying to raise capital for somewhere else, we love you, but you don't need to list it on here. So this will just give you basic template, made it very simple where you can add tables, decks, custom coded if you want, text, little summary tiles, lots of different things, and then just filling out the information that it asks you about the deal, all the basics, then gets into more detailed information from there. So that's the basic structure of things. I will leave it at that, and maybe we can answer one or two questions if there are any.